Hello, hello, Attitude Nation. It is Glenn Bill checking in from the University of Attitude. It is so good to see you all. Let me fix my mailbox here. Make sure we all got the attitude thing. All right. Great to see you. Great to be with you. Sometimes the confusion rolls. We have a great guest tomorrow talking about Habitat for Humanity and the women who build from Indy for Habitat. So I hope you'll check in tomorrow to learn about that. If you could, just hit me with a one or say it's good that you can hear me. I'm hoping that everything's good and it's great. And our eyeballs are racing up. And you're probably here to listen and to learn about this thing called competition, the attitude of competition. And I love competition. I love especially competing against myself. I hope that you have competition in your life because you know what? Without competition, without an antagonist pushing us, sometimes we cannot grow to where we are meant to grow. You know, competition is simply the act or the process of trying to get, trying to obtain, or trying to win something, such as a prize, a higher level of success, a lower weight, more fit. But it also involves somebody else trying to get the same thing. It's the act or process of competing. And it's actions that are done by other people trying to get the same thing as well. And when we look at life, we look at success, when we look in business, certainly there's other people trying to get the same things that we are. And I think understanding the attitude of competition and how to look at competition in a healthy and less threatening way will help you evolve and become the person that you need to be. The bottom line is everybody has greatness within them. If you're watching this, I'm telling you, you probably have more greatness within you than most people who don't think they need to watch this. As you saw on our as you saw on our ad for this show, I wrote the quote, "Life is a fight for territory. And once you stop fighting for what you want, what you don't want will automatically take over." And all I want to do is give you an encouraging word and an encouraging message that some of you may have been fighting for your life, fighting for whatever that territory word means. Maybe it's health, maybe it's business, maybe it's a relationship. But don't stop fighting. Success may be around the corner. Obviously, there's tons of examples of people who have been working on inventions or people who have eventually succeeded that said, you know, I was just about to quit and I thought I'd just try one more time or I'd just try one more week. And you know what? Eventually, their dream came true. Eventually, what their goal was manifested and it happened. You don't know how close you are to achieving your dreams, how close you are to achieving your goals, or how close you are to achieving a level of success or fulfillment or the satisfaction that you desire. It may be just right around the corner. It may be tomorrow. It may be next week. But all I can tell you is you got to have the spirit of competition inside of you. Because if you stop fighting for what you want, I can promise you this, what you don't want will manifest itself and come in to you. Now, I read a quote this morning, and it was, I can't believe that Nicki Minaj, right, is hitting the University of Attitude about competition. And she said, you want to know what scares people? She said, success is what scares people. When you don't make moves and when you don't climb up the ladder, everybody loves you because you know what? You're not the competition. So sometimes I think people go, I don't want to be the one that's out there pushing and trying to do better and ruffling feathers or going live every day, right? Because I want people to like me. Well, the bottom line is when you're trying to do better, when you're trying to create more in your life, you're going to ruffle some feathers. People will see you as competition. And when people see you succeeding and changing and growing and going after things, there's plenty of people that will stand behind, stand in the back and go, there's no way he or she's going to do this. They'll see you as competition and they won't necessarily love you. So I thought those words from Nicki Basically, what it meant to me is if you don't have haters, you may not be trying hard enough. So it's okay to go out and get some haters. Summer Sanders had a great quote, and she said, it's really not about the competition. Your biggest challenge in a race is yourself. You're often racing against time. She's a skier, right? You're frequently running everything through your mind. I'm sure this is some of you. You're always competing against preconceived ideas. That is all of us. Do you have preconceived ideas that won't go out of your head that are holding you back? Well, it's time to recognize those, to become aware of those, and to cast those out. We are all fighting the same competition of time. Today could be the last day of our life, right? Things could happen. Tomorrow is the beginning of the rest of your life. But these preconceived notions, those are what this opening quote was talking about. You need to recognize, what do I have in my mind that's preconceived that we talked about this may not be true. It's really not the person next to you that you worry about. It should be the person in the mirror that you worry about most. So I think, instead of focusing on the competition, I want you to focus on yourself. That is your greatest competition. If you're in business, don't focus on your competition. Focus on your customer. So many people are so worried about what their competition's doing in business, they forget their most important person, which is the customer. And of course, the most important customer, yes, you guessed it, is you. You cannot possibly properly serve your customers unless you understand that, you got to be right. You got to serve your best customer. My question is, what have you done for you lately? Maybe you'll find your level of customer service raising. Competition, bottom line, it's always a good thing. It forces you to be the best. When everybody's the same, when monopolies exist, that's when complacency and that's when mediocrity shows itself. So I hope you embrace the competition that you're involved in today. I hope you create some competition for the people around you. I hope that you create some competition within yourself to try to become 1% better per day, which is what we always talk about. This is Glenn Bill with the attitude message of competition. I hope that gave you some things to think about. I hope that gave you some clarity. I hope that gives you some peace, that those who are pushing you are probably pushing you because you love it. Those that are pushing you because they believe in you. I believe in you. I love you. I thank you for being with me every day. It's April, Attitude Awareness Month. And I just hope that you stay with me, that you're taking notes, that you're working on what we talk about each and every day, because you know what? You deserve to have everything in your life. And remember that you cannot win in life. You cannot win in business. You cannot win in your relationships unless you win in your mind first. That's what we're here to do. We're here to be America's #1 source for attitude awareness, attitude development, and attitude creation. And I will see you tomorrow. And it was just a pleasure talking to you. Take care, guys.